On the 9th of September, we were returning from Western Germany, having fired on and destroyed German transport forces. While going up the River Rhine in the S region, we noticed a German barge and attacked it with gunfire. As I was leaving the second attack on the barge, I had an engine failure, and after looking over my dashboard I could see that there was no hope of making it back to France. I looked on the left-hand side of the plane, and I could see I was losing a lot of petrol and had sustained a lot of gunfire damage. After a few seconds, there was already a strong burning smell inside the cockpit, so I had to hurry as I was losing altitude. The ground below was around 10 to 15 meters maybe. I raised the nose of the plane slightly to examine the surrounding environment and made a slight turn towards a meadow near some woods. I can't say what speed I was descending since I was totally focused on the ground below closing in. I actually never thought for one moment that my situation was dangerous. I had, for a long time thought about the way I could perform a crash landing, and I wasn't worried at all. I had a lot of confidence in the robust construction of my plane, sustaining impact. I remember the discussion as well with the meetings we had in the mess a few days ago about the poor functioning of the cockpit quick release, and at that point I decided it was the right moment to give it a go. I pulled the handle and the glass canopy flew off so quickly. I had the impression of having been ripped from the plane along with it, and then the plane hit the ground. I pulled the stick back and hit the ground so hard, and it was all the more brutal thanks to a hill in the meadow which I hadn't actually spotted from above. I shielded my face with my left arm, which was lucky since I had just left scars from all the deep cuts I sustained on that side, which might have actually blinded me. And for a few seconds in the plane I was thrown from left to right, and I had no idea what was going on until the plane came to a stop with its nose in the woods. The two crushed wing tanks were twisted in flames, as well as the back of the fuselage and the engine, which had been thrown around 50 meters in front of me. That was also in flames. And I can't describe how quickly I got out of that cockpit, because I found myself standing next to my plane with my parachute on my back and my maps in my hand. I was strongly traumatized and had one idea, to run and to hide. Firstly, I needed to get rid of my heavier equipment. I threw my parachute and my helmet in a bush, my maps in a stream. I'd also got rid of my flying suit, but came back a few seconds later to actually get it in case I had to spend the night outside.